reason why we looked to choose TeleTraining for our training modules was mainly out of the fact that we've worked with TeleTraining for a number of years. So there's a fair amount of history that we've had with TeleTraining and what they've offered over the years through webinars and seminars, etc. However, with the online training, we saw that their ability to tailor some of the modules to suit Lendlease's requirements was certainly a draw. But also the fact that with the online modules and the complex detail within the modules was certainly a pivotal factor in why we went with them as well. And it's absolutely the fact that the detail is absolutely paramount and is certainly top notch when we look at the offering from TeleTraining. So it's good in that sense. Equally, the ability for our people to undertake the modules at their leisure and in their time as required, or even, we at Lendlease enable them to actually work or do the modules at work as well. But it was the ability to have access or ready access to the online content at any time, both to complete the modules, but also as a reference point was key as well. Okay, within Lendlease, the roles that we allocate the training modules to range from graduate engineers right the way through to senior project engineers, and in some cases, our project managers alike. The focus really is based around risk and what packages individuals are working on, and we then, through our training needs analysis, review who should undertake what training to suit the packages or the roles that they're undertaking. But predominantly it's construction management down that we look for people to complete these modules. Online training is effective for a number of reasons. One, it's the productivity and the efficiencies that it brings to us as an organization, and also the ability for us to measure the effectiveness of the training as well, i.e. through the performance of our individuals, but also how regularly they are accessing the online content as well. But the fact of the matter is, there's a lot of opinions out there as to what is more effective, if it's face-to-face training or if it's online training or if it's online webinars, etc. What we found was that the face-to-face training and the online webinars was suffering through proper participation and engagement from individuals. So the fact of the matter is that if we require our individuals to log in online and undertake these modules, that there is an inherent initial participation from them. They are the ones that are actually seeking the learning. They are the ones who are participating more. They can't get away from the fact that they need to complete the module. Equally, the modules offer assessments, which enables us, again, to measure the participation and, to a degree, the understanding of it as well. So I think, by and large, the ability to assign, monitor, and to gain benefits from this online training is the way that we'll continue in this vein. However, we do understand that some particular training modules suit each individual, but by and large, this is the best way forward. With regards to tangible benefits that this brings, yes, we want to see far fewer defects and issues resulting from the way in which we undertake our works and deliver our packages of works or projects. We do feel that there is a gain in understanding and awareness of the various subject matter that the TeleTraining modules offer. And we are tending to see a bit of a trend in relation to far fewer issues or defects occurring on our projects. So that highlights to us that there's a greater awareness. In relation to the number of people going through the modules, the fact of the matter is, again, through our ability to monitor participation, we are reaching a wider audience within our business throughout Australia on a whole. But equally, we have the ability to offer this approach to our offshore regions as well within Lendlease, which drives that consistency in our approach as well. With regards to people management, it's absolutely key that individual line managers take ownership of the understanding of where the skills are needed to be enhanced for their individuals that work with them. Equally, we throw this responsibility onto the individuals themselves to understand where the gaps in their inherent construction knowledge may be, and for them to seek the necessary training as well. From a human resources point of view, yes, they do play a strategic role in making sure that we have competent individuals brought into the industry. And here at Lendlease, that is certainly a prerequisite. However, we also want to make sure that we are able to offer the best level of tuition and technical tuition and guidance to our people to not only adhere to Australian standards and requirements, but also Lendlease, who have their own stringent requirements, are understood by all of our personnel. And that's where the TeleTraining modules, which we have embedded into our technical training offering within Lendlease, have managed to incorporate some of our Lendlease nuances and requirements into their training. So it's of benefit to anyone that works within Lendlease. To implement this effectively, any organization needs to develop a stringent training needs analysis where the ownership and the enhancement of people's capability is understood by line managers. They need to be out and out managers. I am particularly precious over managers taking on a particular role and then not able to manage. The fact of the matter is, anyone that has the moniker manager in their title needs to understand that this includes people, not just the package of works or the project that they're on. And we need to understand the capabilities of our individuals, and we need to recognize where they need assistance, guidance, and further tuition and input into their technical knowledge as well. So really, if there's any sort of advice that I would give, is that our managers need to be proper people managers to recognize capabilities and to help individuals progress.